Hey guys, it's Kelly Ann and welcome to another Vlog-O-Ween video. This one is going to be a get to know me video and it's not going to include anything stitching related. I will be doing a video later in the month about all my stitchy favorite things. So this one is genuinely just to get to know me. I've had a floss tube for 5.5 years. I've had a YouTube since way longer than that, and whenever I decided to do a floss tube, I deleted all of my old videos. There used to be some travel vlogs and things like that with my cousin, and I got rid of all those memories. Probably shouldn't have done that. I didn't know about privating back then. But it's been about 5.5 years since I've done a get to know me tag here on my channel, so I thought, what better way than use Vlog-O-Ween to, I said that weird, Vlog-O-Ween, to do another get to know me. But this isn't a known tag. I asked some of my friends to send me some questions, so that's what we're gonna do. So the first one is, where are you from? I'm from Texas, just south of Houston originally, and now I live not too much north of Houston. In between Houston and Dallas is basically where I am. And yeah, I'm from Texas. I love being from Texas. I feel like every Texan will say that. The heat is tremendous, but it's not bad. You kind of start getting used to it at some point in your life. The second question is, what do you do for work? I work for the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, and so basically our state prison system, and I work in IT. I'm a trainer and I teach live classes, although not in 2020. And so most of this year, actually all of this year, I've been working on our digital content. I design and program interactive lessons in Adobe Captivate and publish to our private Adobe Connect server, which is really, really cool. Right now we're finishing up our Microsoft courses, and then we'll go into agency designed specific applications, which I don't know, it's just really exciting. I love doing it. Okay. Top 5 movies. So I could easily fill up all of those spots with all of the Harry Potters. Okay, I love Harry Potter. I have a Harry Potter tattoo, and yeah, love, love, love Harry Potter. But top 5 movies that I could probably watch on repeat forever and ever, amen, would be The Sound of Music. Actually, there's probably, I'll give you 10. I'll give you like my top 10 not Harry Potter films. The Sound of Music, Clueless, Boondock Saints, the original Parent Trap from 1960, Pollyanna, Sweeney Todd with Johnny Depp, let's see. I'm trying to make sure that I haven't said them. My Girl, For a Good Time Call. Oh my gosh, why can't? Could also watch 27 Dresses on repeat, and Dazed and Confused. Those are some pretty good ones, I think. And an interesting mix. Most of them are rom-coms or like teen funnies, but I mean, Dazed and Confused and Clueless. Can't get much better than that. And I love Hayley Mills. I'm a huge Hayley Mills fan. Okay. My dream job. So I really, really, really love what I'm doing. Do I wish I made more money? Yes. Would I love to eventually work in the public sector? Yes. Doing what I do. But for right now, the benefits are great. and the insurance and retirement is great. Just pay is kind of crap, but it is what it is, and who knows what the future will hold. But I'm currently really loving what I do. Okay. What are my degrees in? So I have an undergrad in animal science, in agribusiness, and history. So my undergrad main major was in animal science with minor in agribusiness and history. And I was 1 credit away from getting my history at the time of my undergrad, so I had to drop it. And then I went back and got my master's, and that was in just agriculture in general. That's just how they do it. You don't really, at least at my school, you didn't like get a master's in something more specific in the agriculture department. But I mostly studied animal science and bioterrorism, which is really cool, and infectious diseases. So this year has been really interesting. But I then later went back a few years to get a teaching degree, which I didn't finish. I am 1 class away from being able to test out to teach history to high school. I could teach ag in high school, or I could do a college for ag, business, or history. I'm 1 class short of that, but I went ahead and I finished my history minor plus some, because to test out for it, you have to have more credits to be applicable for testing than you do for a minor. So I have a minor plus in history. So that's really cool. The reason why I didn't finish the 1 class was 1, money, and 2, I ended up getting the job that I currently have, and in the area, teachers make less money than what I'm currently making and have worse benefits. So I decided that I could always go back and take that 1 class and then test. And, you know, it is what it is. So anyways, I have a lot with my degrees. Okay. How many pets do I have? Have I had? Want to have? So currently I only have Potter, which it's way past his bedtime at this moment. He's laying on my bed right now. I know exactly where he's at. So he probably won't join us in this video unless he gets annoyed that I'm not back there and he comes to spy on me. But currently I only have Potter, and my dad has his cat named Daniel. Growing up, we had a lot of dogs. When I was born, we had 4, and which was Sumo, April, Susie, and Spooker. And then as I got a little bit older, obviously some of them passed away while I was younger because they were much older dogs. Whenever I was about 6, we got Belle. Belle lived to be 22. We also got our first cat around that time, Milo. He lived to be 22. And then shortly thereafter, we had Shadow, which he passed away at a young age because of heartworms. We had Purdy and Darla, and then we got Haley, and I found Tex in college in 2006, and him and Haley were like attached at the hip. There's actually some video from the very beginning of my channel with Haley and Tex in the videos. And then Scout. Scout is our last dog that we had, me and my dad, family combined. And she was my tripod. I had to put her down in 2015. So she's in some past videos as well. And then for the rest of the cats, after Milo was our first, we got the two twins, Sassy and Tigger. And then we got the beloved Gizmo that you all know, and had Gizmo up until 2018 when she was 18. So I still get really sad thinking about that. So y'all have definitely met Gizmo if you've been around for a while. She was in many videos. And yeah, so Potter's currently an only child. I also had, growing up, lizards, a chameleon, a horny crevice toad, actually, I'm pretty sure it was a bearded dragon. I don't think they told me the right lizard. Anyways, I also had outdoor lizards and geckos, tree frogs, albino water frogs, an assortment of freshwater fish. And in high school, I did marine biology and for 2 years, and actually got accepted to A&M Galveston for marine biology, and did not go there anyways. And I had a saltwater tank in high school, and I still have a saltwater tank here at my house, but I haven't had fish in a really long time, and I don't know if I will ever have a saltwater tank again. It's a lot of maintenance and upkeep work. Maybe if I ever met somebody who was also into it and it wasn't all on me, but all on me, it's a lot, and it's a really expensive hobby / pet. But I had a yellow tang, I had clownfish, I had a Dalmatian fish, I had a starfish, a dragon starfish to be specific. Anyways, what else? Oh, I had rabbits and turtles, and I think that's about it. I've had a lot of pets. I would love to have another orange tabby. I really, really, really would. Part of me really wants another cat, but part of me also wants Potter to be my last cat, because him, Milo, and Gizmo were just so different and unique, and such a special, like, experience. It's like, I don't know. Sometimes it's like, how do you top that? But, and same with some of my dogs, specifically, Susie and Belle and Haley and Scout. I love all of my pets, but there's just something a little bit extra with those pets, and yeah. But I would really like to get a dog soon, maybe in 2021. I would really, really, really like to get a dog. Am I a morning person or a night owl? I'm definitely a night owl. I stay up really late all the time, and the mornings is kind of tricky. I can sometimes like wake up really early, be like ready to go, and like the most hyper energetic person. And then sometimes I'm literally just really tired, and sometimes my coworkers say you're just not a morning person, but sometimes it's not that I'm not a morning person. Sometimes I just am not as hyper, and it just is what it is. So I don't really know. I'm definitely a night owl. Morning person, I don't know. I'm kind of split on that one. Something I would like to learn. I don't know why, but I've always wanted to learn how to skateboard. I don't know if I would be good at it. I don't know if I would feel comfortable doing it. I have a very strong fear of not having my feet on the ground and being unstable. And I don't know where it came from. I grew up doing ballet, tap, and jazz, and then I did gymnastics, and I did balance beam. But somewhere as I got older, I was terrified to take my feet off the ground. I don't know why. I just don't like it. Like, I don't like step ladders, but something about skateboarding has always seemed like so much fun to me. So I need to like make a friend who has one and like have them kind of like teach me and see if it would be something that I would want to put time and effort in. Do I want to do like trick things? Like, no. Like jumps or anything like that? No. I just think it would be a fun mode of transportation. I don't know. I don't live that far away from work. It would be kind of fun if I could skateboard there or to the grocery store if I just needed a few things. It's not that far away. I could easily walk. So I don't know. Anyways, I think it would be fun to learn skateboarding. I don't know what I would do with it at my age or at this point in my life, but it would be fun. My dream car, I actually already have my dream car. I love driving a Chevy Equinox. The only thing that I would say would be great is if I could have my first truck back, which was a 2000 3/4 ton extended cab, extended bed, massive pickup truck. That thing was a beauty. It was a beast. That's literally what my friends in high school called it. It was bigger than all of my guy friends except for the ones with dualies, which there were several guys with dualies. But for my average guy friends, my vehicle was bigger than everybody's, and it was great. And they were all jealous. But it was the older body style because they waited until 2001 to change the body style. And it was such a beautiful car. I loved it. If I ever had a truck again, I would try to get one of those. Best car. Best. Favorite flower? Well, I love roses, if no one could tell. I love roses and I love hibiscus, but I really, really, really love sunflowers. Without a doubt, I love sunflowers. So top 3, sunflowers, roses, hibiscus. If we're talking about flowers on trees, magnolias. Gardenias and honeysuckles. Okay, that's it. But those are also like my favorite fragrances for perfumes is honeysuckle, magnolia, gardenia, and rose. And yeah, love it. And my favorite perfume is by Jo Malone. Well, my favorite perfumes. There's a just one called Red Roses. The lime basil is literally my favorite, and there's a honeysuckle one, but there's a couple others that I really want to get, but her perfumes are so expensive, so it's very rarely that I treat myself to a new scent, but they are worth it. Jo Malone, London. Oh my gosh. My best past job, probably my favorite would be video manager at Hastings. Not super glamorous or anything like that, but it was really fun to be the video department manager, and I got to keep up with all the movies and TV shows that were coming out. I had to watch movies for my job, so that way whenever people came in to ask questions or find something or get recommendations, I was up to date on that kind of stuff. I could not tell you now when things are coming out, But for the longest time after I left there, I could keep up with some of that stuff, and now I just can't. But I loved it. I love interacting with the people. I did the same stuff week after week. Sundays, I pulled videos for PV, which were previously viewed like cheaper movies. And then Mondays, I would shift the wall for the new releases. And then Tuesday, all the new releases would come out. And then all the other days, it was about stocking and helping customers and all that kind of stuff and doing buybacks. And even though every week I did the same things on each day, it was always different because the movies were always changing. The people were always different. And I still remember some of my favorite customers. There was the sweetest couple that would come in that were deaf, and I know a few words in ASL and I know the alphabet, and I was one of the only people in the store that could easily or more easily communicate with them to help them find what they wanted. They were so kind. And I had a lot of customers like that, and I sometimes still run into people and they remember me from helping them find movies, and I don't know, it was just a really fun and rewarding job, which sounds kind of silly but also not at the same time. But yeah, I really loved that job, and that's why I have a really big movie collection and TV collection because discount, and also it's just a big passion of mine. So it was really fun to get to do that for a job for 2 years. What do I do besides cross stitch, craft wise? So I've painted before, acrylic paintings. I've painted wine glasses and made jewelry and sold them in a local boutique. I bleach dye and tie dye all the things all the time. I quilt, embroider. I grew up in Girl Scouts, and me and my mom were always crafting and doing stuff like that. My great-grandmother was a crocheter. My mom's mom crocheted, embroidered, and oil painted, which she taught us. There was a week that we had some oil painting classes with my grandmother. And my dad's mom is also an oil painter, but I don't think she has the patience to paint with me. But she's really good. Let's see. Books. A book that I've read multiple times. So the book that I've read the most times is To Kill a Mockingbird. I love that book. I love the movie. It's fantastic. I think I read it 5 or 6 times before I was ever required to read it in school. And I think I read it maybe 3 times between junior high and high school because it was required reading. And I never get tired of it. And yeah, I love it. My favorite color in general / to wear. So I have always liked wearing darker colors. I definitely went through a phase in junior high and high school where all I wore was black. And all I wore was screen tees from Hot Topic. But I get in phases where I want to wear bright and colorful clothing, which right now I'm definitely kind of in that phase. But I also love to bleach dye and tie dye as many clothes as I can. But probably my absolute favorite color and color to wear would be any shade of blue. Any shade of blue. It's what I love. My favorite drink, aside from water, which actually I'm going to grab some really fast, would have to be milk, which I now have not had for 11 months. I'm really, really missing milk. My trainer, Giovanni, said maybe for my birthday. That'll be at 11 and a half months. But tea. Specifically, I have fallen in love with David's tea. If you're a tea fanatic, you need to check out David's tea. There are so many amazing flavors. Some of my favorites include Just Peachy, Apple Cider, Let It Snow, Santa's Secret, Bergamot Kisses, the Pumpkin Chai, and Vanilla Bean Black. Oh my Lanta, it is so good. So good. But yeah, David's tea. If you are a big tea drinker, that is where you need to check out tea. It is so good. It's worth the money. 100%. My favorite type of music, I love 90s alternative. Some of the newer alternative isn't bad, but 90s alternative is where it is at. I've been almost, for like the last couple of weeks straight, been only listening to 90s alternative on Pandora. I just, oh man, take me back. I also love 80s and 90s hip hop, rap, anything Eminem, old school like DMX, Exhibit, Will Smith, or also whenever he was known as the Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff. I love oldies. I love the 60s and 70s. Bob Dylan, Simon and Garfunkel, the Beatles, the Monkees, the Mamas and the Papas, all of that. I love the 60s and 70s music. I'm not the biggest fan of country, aside from Reba McEntire and George Strait. It's kind of gone to crap. 90s country isn't bad. Alan Jackson, good. But Texas country, heck yes. So Cody Johnson, who I actually know in person, I've done his laundry before. He used to live in my town, and his first manager was in the ag department with me and my friends, and his first drummer was the brother to one of my sorority sisters, and my friend dated the fiddle player at one point. Yeah. But that's actually a really funny story. We went to go hang out over at their place once because we needed to do our laundry, and so while we were hanging out with them, we finished up their clothes so that we could use the washer and dryer, and our payment was to like do the dishes and like clean up the living room for the guys. But then they bought us pizza. So yeah, anyways, we used to have a lot of fun hanging out with Cody, and so it's really cool to see him so known now. But Eli Young Band, Randy Rogers, Josh Abbott Band, Kevin Fowler, Roger Krager. I've seen all of these people in person, met them. I have a signed Kevin Fowler drumstick by the entire band. I have a tee signed by all of Eli Young. I have the original Cody EPs that they literally made on their computer in college and printed out their own labels. The CD, the black and white label album, I've got one of the original copies. So Texas country, I could listen to it all day. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I love like dance and electronica type music, like yeah, stuff that you would like work out to, but like not typically hear in a gym. Love that kind of stuff. And indie, I love indie music a lot. Okay, dream vacation. So there's a ton of places that I would love to go / go back to. So I would love to go back to Germany and see parts that I didn't get to see, and visit my friend from high school. She's from Ellenhofen, and she's wanted me to come for so long, and she wants to take me to Prague and stuff because she used to live there and just wants to take me around all the places. I really want to go back to Italy. We went to Venice for about a week and went to Sequals, which is where my family is from. So I would love to go back to Sequals and see it again. And I would also love to go to southern Italy because we just stayed in the Northeast, and I would love to explore the rest of the country. I would love to go back to London. But I would love to explore more of the UK and like go out into the country and visit my friend who lives in, is it Swansea? Swansea? I might be butchering that. Swansea? I don't know how to pronounce it. But I would love to go visit him. And there's a couple of fellow Stitchers that I would love to go visit, like Davina. I would love to go meet her finally. I would love to go to Scotland and Ireland, and I've always wanted to go to Ireland and Scotland. I would also really, really love to go to Seoul. Would really love to go to Seoul. So yeah, I guess those would be like my dream vacations. Just go all over Europe and then go to Seoul. Okay. One day with someone from the past, or who is past. I feel like anybody who knows me knows exactly who that would be. And without getting sad, because 2 weeks ago was the anniversary, it would be my mom. Okay, moving on. But no, for real. I would spend a day with my mom. Literally, we could just stay cuddled up in like my bedroom and just chat all day. That's all I would want. I wouldn't even need to, okay, I'm getting upset. Anyways, that's your answer, my mom. Question number 19, an item on my bucket list for 2021. I would love to meet my goal weight and maintain. I would love to meet my goal weight in 2021 and then maintain the rest of the year, however long that means. So in 2021, that's what I would like to do. I would like to make my goal weight, which is in 65 to 70 more pounds, and I would like to maintain there or go lower. I mean, I'm not going to be mad about going lower, but I would like to at least make it there and maintain for the rest of the year, or go lower for the rest of the year. And then something that 2020 has taught me. So with being home and working from home, I've really learned that I really enjoy it. That some of my work environment can sometimes be not the best environment mentally for me, because of the mentalities of some people that I work closely with. And not having to be around it every day has really been eye-opening, has really been positive for me. And yeah, so I've gotten more in tune with what I'm willing and not willing to put up with from people that I surround myself with. And I can't always choose that, especially at work, but I am learning to deal with it and make I'm learning to deal with when I have to be in those situations, and I'm just really enjoying working with Potter as my coworker majority of the time. So I would say that's something that 2020 has taught me, is just being able to retreat inward a little bit this year. And not just with coworkers, but with family, with friends, all kinds of stuff. So just seeing what I want to surround myself with, what and who. And that's, it's kind of a catch-22 because some of that is sad, but it's been really positive for my mental health, which is really, really important. And I feel like it has also played a really big role in the progress that I've had so far with my fitness weight loss journey. So all positives. But yeah, so that's a little bit about me. If there's anything else that you would like to know, leave it in a comment down below, and yeah, we'll answer them down in the comments. And let me know if any of those things are any of your favorites, or if you want to let me know what some of your answers would be. I will put these questions down in the description below. It may take me a day, but if they're there, yay. If not, check back. But anyways, that is the get to know me video for this Vlog-O-Ween of 2020. I hope that y'all are enjoying this. I'm really enjoying making these videos for you, and yeah, more exciting stuff coming in later this month. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye guys.